Hello guys, if you remember a few weeks back I've done a video on the marksman pellets and if washing them and using Napier pellet lube actually improved anything on the accuracy. Now if you want to go and have a look at that, go and look at my previous videos and you can come to your own conclusions on that. But I also said that I brought another budget pellet, which was the SMK Spitfires, and I wanted to try them out. So I've got finally round to doing it. Actually I'm going to try out the SMK Spitfires at 18 meters using a bench, and we're going to have a look to see if Napier pellet oil has made any difference. One thing I will say, I'm not going to go too into it because I don't want to make this video too long, is if you're familiar with SMK pellets, you will see now that they're actually different. They're not the same pellet anymore to what you used to get. The quality control on them are a lot more better. So it'd be quite interesting to see how they perform. So these are the ones that are not being treated with the Napier pellet oil. They're just straight out of the tin. And the ones in the bag here are the ones that I've washed and tracked with the Napier pellet oil. Okay. So I'm going to try and make this video short and sweet. So we're not going to go out and actually measure the targets, right? So what I want to show you is we've got two cards. We've got one card here, and there's, as you can see, 4 splatter targets on there, right? And this is the clean pellet card, okay? And then you can see we've got another target here with 5 splatter targets. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot 5 H&M field target trophies at the centre target to see how the rifle groups with that at 18 meters with those pellets. We're then going to move on to and do 4 5-round groups of the clean pellets that had the Napier pellet oil used in them. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go out there and measure them afterwards and show you. So to give you an indication on how big these groups are going to be, each one of these splatter targets are 1 inch in size. So you can see there they've been cut down in quarters. So each quarter is half an inch. Sorry, is quarter of an inch, not half an inch, quarter of an inch. So if we get all the pellets in there, it's within quarter of an inch. If the pellets are here and here, that's half an inch. Then you've got, obviously, if they're all around there, then you've got the whole inch, or if they go beyond that, then obviously the grouping's bigger than 1 inch, okay? So that gives you an idea of how big the groupings will be, okay? So, like I said, 1 round of H&N field targets, of 5 rounds first, and then 4 5-round groups of dirty SMK pellets, and then second will be the 4-round group, the 4 5-round groups of clean SMK pellets. Okay, so that's enough of my waffling. Now I'm going to put the targets out and we'll crack on and do a bit of shooting, shall we? And I'm also using the kral NPo2. I thought I would just do a quick summary of what actually happened. Right, with the H&M field target trophies, discontinue that shot because I did pull the trigger. I know I pulled that shot, but by that point it was too late. So please discontinue that. Okay. Personally, myself, I've not seen much of a difference between the dirty SMK pellets and the clean SMK pellets. However, that is the subject I want to talk about here right now, is that if anybody remembers the old SMK pellets, which I'm sure many people that are watching this video probably do, the old pellets were absolutely atrocious. Yeah, they were a lot like those marksman pellets, you know, not very well formed, very dirty and all this kind of stuff. Now, for a budget pellet, SMK pellets Yeah, we all know what reputation SMK pellets have, right? To get groupings like that and consistent groupings like that at 18 meters, I know it's not a massive distance. However, it's not point blank range as well for an air rifle. Okay, and for a budget pellet, where the tins are costing like what? How much is the tin of Spitfires if you don't buy them off Amazon? What, about £6? To be able to get basically near enough half-inch, just over quarter-inch groups at 18, you might as well just say 20 meters. Yeah, I think it's pretty damn good actually. And as you can see by that, from both those targets, it's pretty bloody consistent. And I think that is really, really good for a budget pellet like SMK. So I think, you know, the main thing to take from this video, I think personally, is that SMK pellets are probably not as bad as what they used to be. And that SMK has actually really upped their game, I think, over the last couple of years. Probably to compete with companies like Kral and stuff and that, where they're producing decent bits of kit for not too much money. So I'm assuming SMK are trying to put their game up, like the rest of the budget companies. But yeah, I mean, those pellets are not bad for the price they cost. I mean, they're actually really good. I'm actually quite impressed with these pellets. Now, would I use these for like competition or something like that? No, probably not. But then there's a lot more expensive pellets I wouldn't use for competition either. So, you know, for a back garden plinking pellet, I think these are absolutely fantastic. And I think they're well worth the buy, especially for the price they cost. So, reference to Napier pellet lubes, I've not really noticed that much difference with it, with the tests that I've done. So, I think I'm going to conclude my test at this point for the Napier pellet oil at this ranges. So, you decide for yourselves what you think, if it's worth buying the pellet oil or not. Personally, I'm going to hold my opinion until I can manage to actually get the rifle out to a longer range with it and test the pellets at a longer range. Okay, because we might see a difference at a longer range, because 18 meters for this test is not very far. And you know, the last test that I've done was only at about 10-12 meters. I did say it was 10 meters in that video, but I do believe actually at the time it was actually 12 when after I went to the garden, alright. But I would test the Napier pellet oil at a longer range next time. But for basically the range that I'm using at the moment, my back garden during CODIV, I'm going to set these tests with the Napier pellet oil, because I really cannot see a difference of what it's making yet. Okay, so well, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day.